Hi everyone. So this is just going to be a quick weekly outlook for the S&P 500 ES futures for 18th May to 22nd May. Um, so last week we closed a seventh bullish weekly candle, right? But it was a bit of an interesting candle because there's a massive top wick with a small body close. Still a bullish close, but a very weak one, let's say, right? Again, just because it looks weak does not mean that this is the top, okay? Like I mentioned in my newsletter here, I just mentioned a frequent error among traders is the obsession with identifying the exact top. Okay, just because this looks weak does not mean that is the top, guys. Right, I've seen this time and time again where we see this kind of like weak, where we see this very weak looking candle and we automatically assume that that is the top, and then suddenly the market is going to crash. I mean, you never know. Yes, maybe that is the top. Maybe the market is going to crash. But we have to look at possible scenarios, right? I remember it's all about probabilities as well. Okay. The one thing that happened on Friday last week was this massive bearish candle, right, which closed below the daily fair value gap. I'm thinking, okay, if it closed below the daily fair value gap like that, then the price does want to go lower. Okay. So if that happens, then what are my possible scenarios? So I've got three possible scenarios. Okay. The first one, if you look on the 4-hour time frame, last week I mentioned 7404 level, and that was quite a prominent level. And the price reacted and bounced off multiple times. It broke through it, but then went above it, then bounced, then retested, then went higher, and now it's going towards that level again. So now what I'm kind of thinking is that there is a possibility that the price wants to tap into that zone again, then maybe go higher, and then just kind of consolidate for a few days before it decides to make the real move, right? Whether they want to go lower or higher, right? So you do have to kind of take your time, be patient, see what the price wants to do. Okay, so that is my first possible scenario: price coming down to 7404, retesting it, and then it's kind of ranging for a bit. Okay, like I mentioned here, any consolidation here should be monitored closely for liquidity grabs or false breaks designed to engineer positioning. Right, so just be patient. Okay, now the second one is if you look on the weekly time frame. There is a weekly fair value gap, right? Here I just dropped down to the daily time frame, and as you can see, the daily bearish closing candle. There is a possibility that it wants to target down to the weekly fair value gap, right? So here I've just said such a move would take price through the daily 9 EMA, which you can see here, the orange one, and position it for a possible test of the 20 EMA. Right, 20 EMA is just kind of like just below this weekly fair value gap, which aligns well with a technically clean area for a bullish rebound. So that is another possibility as well. Okay, since it closed below the daily fair value gap here. Okay, the third scenario is a bit more of a long-term one. It is definitely like a long-term kind of move, and I think it will take time. But the third scenario involves more extended decline towards the 7,000 area. Okay, that is a deep pullback area. Now, why do I think that is going to be a key level? It's because if you take the fib out on the weekly, it kind of aligns perfectly around the 50% area of the Fibonacci retracement. Also, there is also another weekly fair value gap aligned perfectly there. Also, look at the price around here. It was a resistance area. It broke through it. It could come back down and find support around that area. And also, there is the 20 EMA aligning perfectly as well. So by the time the price comes back down there, the 20 EMA will probably kind of flatline slightly and then tap into it and then bounce from that. Now, just because I've mentioned these three possible scenarios, it does not mean it is guaranteed to happen. It does not guarantee anything. The price could literally tap the 7404 level and then just go to all-time highs again. You never know, okay? And this is the reason why I've kind of marked out these levels and zones. See how the 1 hour, the 4-hour candle, see how they behave, see how they react. and then during Monday or Tuesday, maybe you could take a trade. There will be scalping opportunities within the day, but please be careful. Okay. So this is essentially my newsletter. If you're interested in getting weekly newsletters like this, like a weekly outlook, then you can subscribe for free. But also, I do have a paid tier as well, which gives you full access to expanded weekly outlooks, right? Which I incorporate fundamental analysis. There's daily outlooks, right? With intraday zones. I will also give midweek reports and also private desk notes, right? Day to day, things will be happening. Candles will be printing, right? All of these scenarios that are laid out, it might not even happen. So yeah, in my paid subscription, I will literally day by day send notes. Okay, but yeah, this is just a quick weekly outlook. But yeah, again here I've said at the end, regardless of any scenario that unfolds, the priority is to let candles print and let the market reveal its intent. Prediction is unnecessary. Do not try to predict. Yeah, do not hope that the price will go to a certain area. Just let the price do its thing. Just let it print, and that is it. Just keep it simple. Okay. Cool. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Yeah, I'll start posting these weekly outlook on Sunday in a video format, but also I've also got newsletters as well. So yeah, if you guys want this newsletter, I'll put a link in the description at the top. Cheers.